Well, I have here at the table with me Ruslan and Faina, and I am very, very excited about our conversation today. I'm going to do what I always do. I want to walk you through your stories, and then we'll get more focused on ministry things that you're doing. And I always have to warn my guests that I will be interrupting you regularly because often people, in telling their story, because your story is familiar to you, you make observations and they're like explosions going off in my brain because I'm thinking, this is what the gospel says. And so, Faina, I want to start with you. I want to take you back to the earliest days of your life. Tell me what it was like for you growing up, where you grew up, and what family life was like.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for this opportunity to meet with you. And it's a really privilege for me to be here. I would love to share what God does, but before that, there was a story of life. And I grew up in a family. So when Soviet Union, I was born in Soviet Union. And some people, they decided to do something with their life, but some, they decided to give up. I was born in a family, and my parents, they gave up in their life. And they start to give the whole life and money and everything that we had, and our kids as well. There was 3 of us for alcohol, and alcoholism destroyed our family. And we saw so many bad days in our life because of this, when people, they lose control in this alcohol affection. So, and when I turned about maybe 3 years old, my parents, they divorced. But before that, I apologize for this, but this is fact of my life. We saw how my father, he beat mom so bad that her blood can cover the floor. And it was really, my father, he was such an angry person, and he beat us as well so bad. We were angry about when he's at home. We were hiding like tables, that he would think there is no one in the house. We were so afraid of him. And finally, they divorced. I love my father so much, and I love my mother so much. But we stayed with my mom, and we moved to my grandma's house, and it started again. Like alcohol, everyone just even much more bad than it was before. And I started to live on streets and looking for different life. And
how old were you then when you say you were living on the street?
I started at 9 years old, started to drink alcohol and try cigarettes and stuff, and afraid of nothing at that age. Teenagers, they usually don't afraid of anything. And I was the one who didn't afraid like to go anywhere, a dark place, and we lived outside sometimes. And I remember when I turned 13, something started really very bad. This season, I remember, it breaks something inside of me, just my personality. I remember I came home, and there was something going on, and I find out that my eldest brother, he suicided himself. And for me, it was such a news that I never expect. And this brought such a deep depression inside of me. I started to be very angry and be very like no hope. I was just give my life just for alcohol and stuff. And I became an alcoholic teenager. I was addicted from that. because I didn't see my life without it. And every day it was my goal where to find and to have some, just forget about anything.